Now, moving on, this is a third thing that I'm really involved in, that is building African women in GIS community. So this is a community that is supposed to help ladies, that is African ladies all over the world who are interested in GIS or the geospatial fields, who are working in the geospatial fields or studying in the geospatial fields, to come together as one to help each other to gain mentorship, to get access to job information, to get access to courses and things that can help them grow in their career, and also to get involved in projects that can help build their portfolios. So here currently we have about 400 plus members residing in over 30 countries, and I'm happy to say that most of our members are benefiting from the community. We have a lot of them residing in Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, Egypt, and South Africa, and we are still growing. Therefore, we have about 22 volunteers who are helping my co-founder and I to run the community. So my co-founder is called Chidima Omiegu. She's a lecturer in Nigeria, currently pursuing her PhD, and we work together to help the ladies feel more comfortable and get enough out of the community as they want to help them in their career. So this map kind of shows the location of all the members that we have. At the last part of the list, you see how many there are in the different countries. But mind you that this map does not show the concentration, it rather just shows the countries that we have members in. Therefore, some countries we have just a few, like one person, because those places are quite different from where we are used to. That's like Russia, China, and Indonesia. So we have a few members who are in different parts of the world that are part of our community. So a bit about our community, how it came into existence. As I keep telling people, is that I have never met my co-founder before in physical form. We met over LinkedIn, and we have stayed friends, sisters since we met in we met sometime in June 2019, where we decided to have a conversation and we booked some time to talk. And through that talk, we came to realize that we were facing really common issues. And at the time, she had her own community, that's Women in GIS Nigeria, and I was now building Women in GIS Ghana. So we got to know that from our conversation, we kind of had things in common and we wanted to solve the same issues. Therefore, we decided to come together to join our communities and form African Women in GIS. Now, some of the problems that influence our existence is that we realized that there was low level of awareness of the geospatial field. Most people had no idea what the field was, and people lacked the knowledge of the vast applications and growing needs of the technology. And we also realized that most people, when they graduate, they do not know what to do next, because I faced that issue that when I was in my undergraduate degree level, I realized that I did not know a lot of African women who looked like me, like people who looked like me, that were pursuing the field. Therefore, I was a bit lost. I did not know what to do next. So when I got the opportunity to do my national service, that was when I met like-minded people like me. But I wanted to kind of talk to ladies who were also in the same field, because we kind of have similar issues when it comes to gender-related things. And I was finding it difficult to find women. I decided to search on LinkedIn and I found just a few, and that was where I found my co-founder. So we realized that there were two different problems in terms of dealing with the geospatial industry. That was the fundamental problems and the career path problems. So for the fundamental problems, we realized that the field is predominated by men. We hardly get a lot of ladies. Therefore, ladies who want to take up that career find it difficult because they do not have other ladies to ask for certain related issues, to know how to handle issues related to them. And we also realized that we don't have that much a good proper career guidance at the grassroots, that as children who are coming up are not exposed to career guidance. Our school curriculum was inadequate. It was not good enough to help the children choose the kind of or pursue the courses and things that are of interest to them. We We also had lack of exposure to African female and GIS role models, and as well as what I mentioned earlier, the grassroots. They were not aware of the different career options that they had. Therefore, they kind of went through their lives in a close-minded kind of system, which was very not really good for them to explore their creativity and their interests. We also realized that some career options were based on the gender career tenacity of African parents who decided that, okay, so science is not for you, especially if you're a lady, because you might not be able to handle things like that. So why don't you just go and do maybe nursing or something? I'm not degrading any career path, please. Every career path is very important, but it's a different matter when it's at the expense of the interest of the child. Therefore, we wanted to handle, or we kind of outlaid all these kind of problems. The next is the career path problems, where someone like me, when I finished school, I realized that I also could relate to some of these issues, whereby I do not have access to GIS job information. If you're someone who doesn't know social media very well, it becomes a problem. And I had there are limited number of GIS jobs. There was a lack of GIS mentors. As I mentioned, I was not able to find women who looked like me, who could help guide me. And also inaccessible or unaffordable GIS events and skills upgrade courses. It was very difficult to find affordable courses, and when you finish school, you hardly have enough money for even your transportation to even think about taking up courses. So that was a really big hurdle. And also no knowledge of community membership for you to have women around you that are having the same interest as you, who can help guide you and mentor you. So these are some of the things that we realized that is of a very big problem, and that was what influenced our decision to create African Women in GIS. So from that, currently we are having a number of activities that are helping our members. We try to organize webinars. We are in collaboration with some organizations like North Star, that is a Black community within Esri. We are also in collaboration with IBISA, that is an organization that aims to help farmers through insurance by providing satellite images that classified satellite images that have gone through a system by watchers. So we have people who are known as watchers in that organization who help or volunteer their time to provide their services by trying to analyze the satellite images that they provide so that the farmers can use that as a base for asking for insurance for their farms. We also have internal events where the members are at liberty to work with the executives to organize events that are geared towards the interests of the members. We also have member speaker profiles where we try to encourage our members to come up as speakers to talk about their work, what they do, and also to get platforms that they speak for what they do, and also represent African women in GIS to show the world that we do have African women in the field. We also have active collaborations with so many organizations, and we are open to having more. Therefore, if you're interested, please reach out to us, and then we'll be happy to have a conversation on that. So post-COVID, we aim to have more GIS outreach programs, especially to schools and perhaps companies, where we'll try and teach the children and show them the different career opportunities that they can take up. We hope that this program will help build more awareness about the field, and we can therefore get more people to not only take the field up, but also people who give us opportunities to practice the field, because you can train people, but if there are not a lot of career options for them to take up, they will stop and they will go to another field. So therefore, that's one of the things that we aim to do, and we are hoping that we'll be able to do that right after COVID. So unfortunately, even though COVID-19 has come to bring a standstill to some things, it has also brought a certain level of awareness for GIS, and therefore we as African women in GIS have decided to take that up as an opportunity to show people the numerous applications of GIS, to encourage them to utilize the field and the technologies. So please, we are open to members. If you're an African woman and you are interested in the geospatial industry, or you are in the geospatial industry, you can join us. You can find us on LinkedIn and Twitter, and our website at africanwomeningis.org.